We're back at the Vault. I'm your host, Bro Gilbert, and this time around, something incredible that you're going to be able to utilize in your Zoom performances. It's from Bakor Magic, and if you don't know Bakor Magic yet, I think you've been sleeping under a rock, because Haim Goldenberg and his friends have put out some exceptional material that you can use for your online virtual performances. This routine, DICEPTION by Matan, Rosenberg, and Haim Goldenberg, is so good. It's simple, it's easy, it's a number force using simple dice, and yeah, everything you need is right here in this download. Check it out. This is DICEPTION.
And here we are, everybody. I am joined by the two guys behind this project. I've got Haim and Matan with me, and we're also going to get a live demo of DICEPTION. But I want to say hello to you boys first. How you doing out there?
Hello. Good. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
All right, this is going to be cool. We got Matan and Haim joining me here, the co-creators of DICEPTION, and this, guys, is something I was very excited to see come into my inbox, because most of the Zoom magic that people are seeing these days, the virtual show stuff, is, you know, a lot of it uses playing cards. There's a lot of good stuff, but it's nice to see something different now. So what made you guys decide to do something with dice, of all things? What was it that made you go, we need to do something with this instead of doing what everyone else is doing?
Yeah. So Matan, I think you should start.
Okay. So we have weekly meetings at the Israeli Society of Magicians, and so we brought all of the best magicians in the world. You know, we had Michael Murray and Oz Perlman do lectures, and we had Callan Morelli.
Nice.
And I was so impressed with Callan's stuff. It's unbelievable, cutting edge. And Haim was on that lecture, and he showed Callan something, and it sparked an idea in my head. And Haim works so fast, and we have a 7-hour time difference because I'm in Israel, he's in Toronto. I sent him a WhatsApp voice message and went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, it was already done. It was already ready.
That's cool,
so
man.
I said, wow, you work fast. And we have to have a second version for a different angle. And we came up with that, and it went from there.
And my inspiration was Matan. He just called me, and I started to work.
Nice.
Yes.
And I don't know if Matan, this is my first time really getting to know you, but I know, Haim, you've been doing some online virtual shows yourself, right?
Yes, I do some show. Yeah, I do virtual shows. I created a lot of stuff for virtual shows. Yeah.
And Matan, are you also performing virtual shows, or is this something that you're maybe thinking about doing?
So this is actually my full-time right now.
Wow.
I'm a full-time performer. And when the pandemic hit, everything got canceled, throughout the world, as we know. And I started doing Zoom shows, virtual shows, mostly on Zoom since April. So I've done over 100 of these till now. And I've done many different types of audiences. I usually don't perform for kids, and I perform for kids also on Zoom, but mostly corporations invite me over to do their Zoom happy hour or their conference, that type of thing, all virtually.
Very cool. All right. Yeah, it's kind of the new way, right? It's kind of the new way. And even, I was telling Haim before this, I've been doing a lot of live streaming for a long time, like 10 years. And it's been fun to see so many magicians now jumping into the platform and using the same technology. And it's evolving. And so is the magic. And that's why we're here to talk about DICEPTION. So when they get the download, what all is included on the download? I'll let you guys jump into the specifics. And then we're going to get a live demo, guys, of one of the things you can do with DICEPTION.
Okay.
Basically, they get 2 basic routines. And it's not routines, actually, it's a tool. The DICEPTION is a tool to force any number you want. You can do it with 2 dice, 3, 4, 5, even more, and different colors. It's very clean. Both of the methods works very strong. Actually, for me, it's difficult to choose which one is better. It's totally 2 different methods, right, Matan?
Completely. No relationship between.
Yeah. And plus this, we have a lot of inputs from Matan. What else you can do with this? Other routines, but mostly for people who wants to buy, this is a great tool to force a number, and the cleanest way to force a number on virtual shows.
And I'll add, it's not only the cleanest way, it's the fastest way. So a lot of add a number effects or any number prediction effects, there has to be a long procedure to find out the number because it has to be fair. But sometimes you just have to force something because you can't peak it in real life. So it has to be a force, like let's say a number, and do magic square. So the possibilities are endless. And also, if you look at dice can represent adding all of the digits, or they can represent different digits, so the units, the ones. So if you have 4 dice, you create a 4-digit number, for instance. So the possibilities to creating numbers are pretty much endless, and you can fit this in any routine, any card, any number, magic square, number predictions, add a number, and the list goes on.
And if I'm not mistaken as well, I'm going to jump back in here. Not only have you included the way to force the number, but also some routines that you can use with that. I think there's even, if I'm not mistaken, there's a book test in here, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yes, it's a force of a number. So the number page.
But it's nice that you're not just getting a technique here. You're getting stuff that you can use with it to kind of get your brain going and thinking about it, ways to use this, this force and other creative ways too. So why don't we see something here? I know, Haim, you've got the camera set up above the overhead shot. If you don't mind, I know you mentioned it before, you might want to show us something.
So yeah, I will do this. Again, so just to show you how clean it is and how easy it is to do it, you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing, just a cup, okay? And you take 2 dice. At the beginning, when I did it, I was afraid that people think that it's a special dice. So, I control the dice. And this is why I like that everything is clear. You can see everything. I have to cover it because I do this. And actually, I can control the numbers. And I will show you what I'm doing. So I mix as much as I want, or as much as the spectator want. And I put this on top, like this. And fair, it's very fair. Okay, so I do this, and when I take this 4 and 3, it can be 43 or 7, but in this case 43, and of course I have the prediction of 43.
Nice.
This is one of the ways to force number, and then I put it aside, and I'm ready to do it again and again and again. There's no preparation or setup or nothing. So this is just one of the ways to force a number, and you are witness how fast it is and how clean it is. There is another way. If Matan, can you show us, Matan?
Yes, why not? Usually I show this with a 2-camera setup. I do have a 2-camera setup, and they see my face. But can you see I transition to? Yep. You can see, but I'm still here. Hello. Okay, it's the same me. And this is a different angle. So there's a lot of people ask about angles. So if you don't have an overhead and you just only use one camera, so this is with a coffee cup and a few dice, 4 dice to be exact. So if you shake them, you see they change. And I'm going to write a prediction over here on this pad. Production value. I bring a big Sharpie. Okay, I'm going to write this. Let's see. And I wrote a prediction, a 2-digit number, I think, and I'm going to cover it like this, and I'm going to shake. Hopefully, the camera can see. This is 19 comes out to be.
I think you need to scoot the pad back just a little bit towards yourself there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, comes out to be 6, 4, that's a 10, and 6, 16, and 3 is a 9. So 19.
Nice. Very nice.
So that's a different method. Everything is left clean. A lot of people have been asking after virtual shows, will this be something that you can use live? This method, yes. And the other method is more for virtual shows.
Okay.
So both.
Yeah, the one that I did is for virtual shows.
Very cool. So you've got options out there. You've got options, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then someone also asked if you wanted to just use the die to force just one number. Michael King was asking, are you able to just do this with just one die if you wanted to?
Easy, yeah.
And you can do it multiple times. So if you want, there was a magician who bought this trick, and he asked me, can I toss the die in a glass or whatever and have it land in a different number every time, and for that number to be forced? And the answer is yes. It does take a lot more logistics, but everything on virtual shows, and from my experience, you have so many blind spots. So if I were to transition back, all this is dead space on the table. You can set up. If I do a card trick, I can have 8 different decks of cards, and they would think I'm using the same deck to change from. The possibilities are endless in a virtual aspect. And if you're already in the real world, you can combine this with other dice effects. Let's say the ones that Murphy sells, mental dice, or now you have a new product, mental die, which is with a different type of feedback. And those can work. And perhaps think of a routine with this by using mental dice together with this. So you're forcing one die, and you know what the other die is. So you can do sympathetic dice. So one under this cup, one under this cup, just as an idea. Do it multiple times.
Very nice.
Right. Yeah.
A couple of basic questions coming in too. I want to make sure we get as many of these because I know we're going to keep this short. But Michael was also asking, he just got here. What's the degree of difficulty? So skill level on this. Is this something hard to do? Is it easy to do? Like how hard or difficult or easy is it to do?
So I will answer, Matan, if you don't mind. No, because there are 2 aspects. One, how easy is to make it, to prepare it. So from 1 to 10, I will say maybe 3. Matan, what do you say?
I have now a method that is 2 in the scale of difficulty, and but harder to do. So
But harder to do.
The more preparation, meaning to execute the actual moves. So the harder it is to make, the easier it is to do, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But there are advantages and disadvantages to each method. So I would say a beginner with no idea of magic can do this.
Yeah. And it's if to answer your question, it's very easy, very, very easy.
Very good. All right. Someone's also asking about the price. Raphael was asking, it's $36 and it is an instant download. So the nice thing is you can download this today and start learning this, the different techniques and of course the secrets here. On Facebook, I've got a featured link in the comments. You can click that. And on YouTube, I'll have a link added to the profile or the description of the video after this as well. They weren't live before this, so I wasn't able to add that, but I will. And I'll actually put one in the chat in just a moment. Any other thoughts you want to share with the guys about this before I let you go? I know we're trying to get as many questions answered as quickly as possible, but any other things you want people to know about DICEPTION?
One of the reasons that I really liked it when Matan showed me this or sent me a message about this is because I know that there are a lot of magicians looking for ways how to force numbers, especially now on virtual shows. And this method can suit to almost any kind of routine that you already do, and just add this one, and then it's very easy to makes it very, very easy to force the number. So the variety of the usage with this effect is huge, very, very big.
Nice. Anything from you, Matan? Any last thoughts or words from you there?
So the name is all Haim. Haim, I don't know. This is my first ever release ever to the Magic community.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like super excited. But Haim is a seasoned pro when it comes to releasing products. And half of my virtual show is Haim's doing. So you gotta trust them. every product. So you don't know me, but you know Haim. Okay?
Nice.
No, people are very happy with this product so far, and we got so much good feedbacks, and I'm proud about this product as well. It's really a good one.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, guys out there watching, I know I see a lot of magic, and I've been around magic for a long time. But when I saw this, the methods, it's not just one method here, but methods here, are very clever and such a breath of fresh air. So if you're looking for something different to add to your Zoom shows, your virtual shows, I know you're absolutely going to love this, and you're going to love the thinking and the creativity that went into this. And I'm not just saying that. That's the truth for me to use. So for what it's worth, check out DICEPTION. I've got a picture of it here. you will see this popping up on your favorite magic shops. Just do a search for that out there. And you will be learning this and thanking all of us later, because this is the good stuff. All right. So thank you guys for hopping on with me to talk about this. I know we're all very excited here at Murphy's about this one. I know the dealers are too. So appreciate the time with you guys. And if you guys have any other questions about this out there, always drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out there too. So from all of us to you, stay good, guys. Stay safe. And thank you guys for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool. See you, everybody.
Bye-bye.